Hi there, English users, and welcome back to your roadside stop on the web, brought to you by PLS Professional Language Services. Now, our topic of today is called Apostrophe Catastrophe. Yes, and as the name indicates, it's when something goes terribly wrong, in this case, in the use of the apostrophe. So let's talk about the first catastrophe that we want to avoid. That is when we use the apostrophe S for the use of plural. You don't want to do that. When something is plural, when you have two apples or two oranges or two cars, or if you have two houses or two jet planes, hey, no apostrophe, just put an S, okay? So when do we add an apostrophe S? Okay, we do it when it is possessive, when something either belongs to a person or is intrinsic to their nature, their personality, their way of being. For example, if I say Tom's dad, Mrs. Holliday's car, or something perhaps that is not an actual object like Mary's way of being or Dr. Holloway's approach to the problem. But just like we talk about possessive things about a person, we could talk about possessive qualities of an item. We could talk about the computer's hard drive, we could talk about the car's stereo, about the house's alarm system. In other words, possessive can be people and possessive can be things, and it can also be animals. It could be my dog's new collar, okay? But where we need to be careful, okay, to avoid apostrophe catastrophe, and especially this goes out to speakers of Spanish, Portuguese, French, and Italian, okay, the known European Romance languages, is when there is a relationship, okay, between a person or a thing and something else. Say I'm talking about a company that has a car, okay, and I want to describe something possessive about that company in relationship to the car. Okay, suppose I want to say the company's car is a BMW. There I put an apostrophe S. Okay, now keep paying attention, speakers of Romance languages and everybody, okay, because this is exactly where the mistake happens. Now, let's say I'm still talking about a car in relationship to a company, but not in a possessive way. Say that I just simply want to tell the driver who has to pick up somebody at the airport to take the company car, to pick somebody up at the airport, okay, not to you know, call a limousine or a taxi for that person. Say, hey, take the company car. In that situation, I wouldn't say take the company's car. You might say, but why not? It's still the car that belongs to the company, isn't it? Yes, it is the car that belongs to the company. But in that construction, okay, that's not the emphasis. The emphasis is not on the fact that the company owns a car, but the emphasis is on the which type of car, okay, this driver needs to take to pick somebody up. Okay, the emphasis is on relationship, not possession. It's not the same thing to say this computer's hard drive is broken than to say, and that's possessive because it's the computer's hard drive that's broken, okay, not the hard drive of something else, of this computer right here. It's not the same thing to say that than to say a computer hard drive is a delicate device. There I'm not establishing possession. So that's how to avoid apostrophe catastrophe, all right? Use the apostrophe S for possessive, do not use it for plural, and do not use it for situations of relationship. All right, one last key example of this relationship thing, and also goes out to all you speakers of Romance languages, okay, that it's a mistake, but it's not as common as the other one, is when you're talking about relationships of importance, you know, the Minister of Education and the State of California and all that kind of thing, you know, the Chamber of Commerce, you know, all these things that to speakers of those languages, Spanish, Italian, French, and Portuguese, these concepts sound like they are from their languages. So automatically we say, oh, that can't be right in English because that's how we do it in Spanish. Well, guess what? In English, when you're talking about a relationship of importance, you use the same thing. You use the noun of and another noun. Okay, folks, so that's it. That's today's lesson. That's how to avoid apostrophe catastrophe. We're going to leave it here for now, and I'll see you next time here on PLS English Users. Thanks a lot for stopping by. See you next time. Bye-bye.
You've been running all over town. Oh, I guess you gotta put your flat feet